Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' worldwide PDA tour is backfiring, just as Marvel is now getting desperate, trying to avoid sending Justin Baldoni all the nice pool details.
The Time 100 Gala. Please welcome the anchor of ABC Nightly News, Time 100.
Blake Lively is speaking out. The Another Simple Favor star reflected on the power of women's voices in a passionate speech for the Time 100 Gala in New York City on April 24th.
Hello. Hey, congratulations on your honor.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, their united front on the red carpet, as Blake alludes to her legal drama with Justin Baldoni.
I have so much to say about the last 2 years of my life.
Blake never mentions Justin by name, but in a 6-minute speech, the actress talked about the power of sharing survivor stories, revealing her own mother endured a frightening assault.
Grab your friends, wear your florals.
Took that time to talk about florals and girlfriends and booze and clothing.
Who did you bring with you? I heard you brought a party bus.
I have a whole party bus.
Contrast that with Justin, who focused more on the issue of domestic violence.
Where was this speech 2 years ago?
The internet kicks in, calling the speech a too little too late PR strategy, and bringing up Blake's It Ends With Us press tour.
She is a survivor of the worst crime someone can commit against a woman. My mom never got justice from her work acquaintance who attempted to take her life when she was the mother of 3 young kids years before I was born. It's not for us to have shame, it's for them. Never underestimate a woman's ability to endure pain.
This isn't my night. This is a night for all the women who we made this movie for. I think it was really important that we don't shy away from the issue. We really wanted to honor survivors.
While Blake brought the emotion last night, Ryan stepped into supportive husband mode. Page 6 caught the actor giving what looked like a pre-speech pep talk and a quick kiss. On the carpet, he picked up train on her pink strapless gown and joked about her Time 100 honor.
I'm 101.
I know we're looking for it. Right here for Small Logos Weekly. And what was Small Logos? And Ryan right here, please. And Ryan right here.
It started with a kiss. Just one perfectly timed kiss on a red carpet, camera flashes popping, fans swooning. But now, that same kiss is trending for all the wrong reasons. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, the couple everyone once worshipped, are spiraling into one of Hollywood's messiest real-life dramas. In just 7 days, they crossed 3 oceans, hit back-to-back galas, posed for picture-perfect moments, and triggered a firestorm they can't outfly. Why? Because while they were busy staging Love and Couture, a TikTok lip reader went viral claiming the whole thing was scripted. That kiss? Reportedly ordered. Ryan allegedly whispered, "I need to shine right now." And Blake? "Kiss me one more time." Boom. Suddenly, the internet's favorite power couple started looking like a PR machine on overdrive. And as fans questioned what's real, Marvel lawyers quietly scrambled behind the scenes, desperately trying to bury what might be the biggest smoking gun in a $400 million courtroom showdown. Enter Justin Baldoni.
Marvel is now in the mix, trying to deny Justin his right to figure out if Nice Pool was indeed a malicious attempt by Ryan Reynolds.
His countersuit just got juicier. Marvel's motion to quash is making headlines, and the clock is ticking. This isn't just about lip service anymore. It's about Nice Pool, subpoenas, and whether one couple's glossy public image is crashing under the weight of their own secrets. Stay with us, because this isn't just a scandal. It's Hollywood's most glamorous ticking time bomb. You'd think a global PDA tour would be a PR goldmine. Glamorous outfits, charity speeches, power couple vibes. It should have been foolproof. But for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, it's turning into a full-blown disaster. Let's break it down. In less than 1 week, the couple flew from New York to London to Wales, back to New York, then reportedly returned to the UK, all while smiling for cameras like nothing's wrong. But here's the twist. Ryan Reynolds just made a high-profile pledge at the United Nations, promising to reduce his carbon footprint and advocate for climate action. So what did fans do?
That surprise you that Ryan and Blake are ignoring the advice of this isn't probably the best idea, but then doing it anyway? I mean, that's so on brand if there was ever a brand. While there is certainly a time and a place for this approach, and it can sometimes be very effective, in this case, it doesn't allow for the heat to die down.
They pulled out the receipts, literally. TikTok detectives tracked their jet routes in real time, overlaying footage of Ryan's climate speech with flight paths and timestamps. The result? Viral humiliation. One TikTok alone, comparing Ryan's private jet mileage to his eco-conscious vows, racked up over 600,000 likes in 2 days. But it wasn't just the hypocrisy that stung. PR experts immediately chimed in, calling it a classic case of too much, too fast. Kara Schmiemann, a veteran crisis manager, told Fox News this kind of high-frequency visibility, especially in the middle of a lawsuit, only adds fuel to the fire. The public can be forgiving, she said, but not when they feel manipulated, not when it looks performative. And that's exactly how it looked. Blake and Ryan were everywhere. The Time 100 Gala, the Another Simple Favor premiere, Wrexham soccer field, always affectionate, always on cue. It was a non-stop highlight reel that felt more like damage control than genuine connection. Comment sections exploded with criticism. Were they trying to distract from the Baldoni lawsuit? Was the PDA a cover-up? Were they just out of touch? One user summed it up perfectly.
The public can be forgiving, but they need time and a reason to forgive and forget. Blake and Ryan seem to be continuing to fan the flames, and it is not landing particularly well for all circles.
They're trying so hard to look unbothered, it's actually making them look guilty. And just when the outrage was peaking, a new wrinkle arrived. Not from a journalist, not from a courtroom, but from a lip reader on TikTok. And what that person claimed Ryan whispered changed everything. At first, it looked like another sweet moment, Ryan Reynolds leaning in close, Blake Lively brushing his cheek, flashbulbs popping as they shared a soft kiss under the ballroom lights. But then someone slowed the footage down. Someone zoomed in. Someone started reading lips. What came next? Pure viral chaos. A TikTok user claiming to be a lip-reading expert posted a breakdown of the clip, alleging that Ryan whispered something shocking before the kiss. "I need to shine right now." And Blake's alleged response? "Kiss me one more time." That's when the kiss happened, right on cue. And just like that, the internet flipped. People who once worshipped Blake and Ryan as the ultimate couple suddenly started asking, was that kiss real or rehearsed? Comments poured in. Some fans said it looked staged, others defended them. But the damage was done, their authenticity was under fire. PR analysts immediately weighed in. Relationship expert Nicole Moore explained why this was especially damaging. In the age of social media, people no longer trust polished press appearances. They trust TikToks, Reddit threads, YouTube breakdowns, and when the narrative shifts from romantic moment to PR stunt caught on camera,
amid the ongoing Baldoni lawsuit drama, because they have always been celebrated as Hollywood's it couple with an amazing relationship, relationship expert Nicole Moore says the issue for Blake and Ryan's image is that a large portion of the public no longer gets their information solely from media outlets, but from social media and online commentators.
It's almost impossible to reverse. Worse, the lip reader's claims spread faster than any red carpet photo ever could. Within 24 hours, the clip had been reposted thousands of times, stitched with reaction videos, memed into oblivion. And just when things couldn't get more awkward, the timing of the kiss raised even more eyebrows because it happened right before Blake's emotional speech about her mother's trauma, a moment meant to inspire empathy, not suspicion. What was supposed to be a heartfelt night was now being dissected frame by frame, word by alleged word. And suddenly, everyone was asking the same thing. Was any of it real? But while the internet debated Kissgate, something far more serious was already building behind the scenes. Because the Baldoni lawsuit wasn't just heating up, it was about to drag Marvel Studios directly into the mess. Next, a character named Nicepool enters the story.
More referred to online speculation at the Time Gala that Reynolds was told to kiss her before she gave her speech. When the public sees Blake and Ryan looking lovey-dovey at the event, but then goes on TikTok and sees a video about a lip reader sharing that Blake ordered Ryan to kiss her.
And Marvel panics. Just when it seemed like the red carpet kiss was the biggest headline of the night, Blake Lively took the microphone and shifted the mood completely. In front of a glittering audience at the Time 100 Gala, Blake revealed something deeply personal. Her mother had survived a brutal attack years ago. The room went silent. The moment felt raw, emotional, and real. She spoke of resilience, of trauma, of turning pain into power. It was the kind of speech that should have earned nothing but respect. But online, the reaction was complicated. Critics immediately began questioning the timing. Why now? Why here? Why during a media blitz when her name was already tangled in a high-stakes lawsuit involving harassment, defamation, and character assassination? Entertainment outlets like EW praised her bravery, but X, formerly Twitter, was more skeptical. Some users called it damage control disguised as vulnerability. Others accused Blake of weaponizing sympathy to distract from the legal firestorm surrounding her and Ryan. The harshest take? That the speech was perfectly timed. Not emotionally, but strategically. After all, the film at the center of this whole mess, It Ends With Us, deals with intimate partner violence. Her revelation, critics argue,
For instance, it creates mistrust in the couple and plants seeds of doubt that their relationship is staged. So much of the public opinion regarding the Baldoni lawsuit drama has been shaped by voices outside of traditional media, and that's been to Blake and Ryan's detriment.
blurred the line between personal pain and publicity stunt. PR analysts weighed in, calling it a risky move. When you're in the middle of a PR crisis, every emotional statement gets dissected under a microscope. If it feels even slightly inauthentic, it can backfire fast. And in Blake's case, the backlash hit within hours. Even fans began to feel uneasy. One viral comment said it best: "That speech was moving, but it also felt like a chess move." But while Blake was delivering her tearful address, lawyers were busy doing something else, something that would shift the spotlight entirely. Because Justin Baldoni's team was preparing a legal strike that would pull in the biggest name in entertainment, Marvel Studios. And the reason? One mysterious, red-suited character named Nice Pool. At first glance, he was just another chaotic Deadpool variant. Man bun, pastel suit, way too polite for a guy holding weapons. Fans laughed, memes were made, but Justin Baldoni wasn't laughing. Because according to Baldoni's legal team, that so-called Nice Pool wasn't just another joke, it was a calculated attack. In his $400 million countersuit, Baldoni claims Ryan Reynolds created Nice Pool as a malicious parody, a caricature meant to mock him following a behind-the-scenes fallout on the set of It Ends With Us. The character's exaggerated charm, overly emotional lines, and soft-spoken feminist vibe, Baldoni's camp says it mirrors how Reynolds supposedly perceives him.
They're saying Reynolds said to Blake, "I should be there. I need to shine right now." That was what apparently, and then said, "You need to understand what I am saying to you right now." Now, if that's true, that sounds very bad and controlling.
And here's where it gets explosive. Baldoni subpoenaed Marvel Studios. He wants every internal document, draft, email, or Slack message that connects the dots between Nice Pool's creation and Ryan's personal input. Not just what's public, he's asking for the stuff Marvel guards like Fort Knox. Marvel, understandably, freaked out. They immediately filed a motion to quash, legal speak for make this subpoena disappear. Their argument? Nice Pool was just a goofy background character, irrelevant to the lawsuit. Plus, handing over creative materials from an active franchise like Deadpool and Wolverine could leak major MCU secrets and disrupt future plans. But Baldoni's team hit back hard. They narrowed the request, saying they'd settle for just the documents related to Ryan and any communications referencing Baldoni. No spoilers, no future leaks, just receipts. Marvel still refused. Now, they're in the awkward position of defending one of their biggest stars while trying to stay out of a personal war they never asked to join. And fans, they're eating it up. Reddit threads are already calling Nice Pool Petty Pool, dissecting every line for hidden digs. What started as a goofy side character might now be the most expensive inside joke in movie history. Marvel Studios is known for keeping secrets tighter than a Stark Industries vault. But now, they're scrambling to keep Deadpool and Wolverine from becoming a courtroom exhibit. After receiving the subpoena from Justin Baldoni's legal team, Marvel's response was swift and icy. They filed a motion to quash, calling the demands overbroad, irrelevant, and potentially catastrophic to their franchise operations. In plain English, they want out. Marvel argued that Nice Pool was just one of many quirky Deadpool variants. Lady Deadpool, Dog Pool, Kid Pool, Head Pool, Nice Pool. Nothing more than a gag in a multiverse full of chaos. They claimed the character wasn't inspired by anyone in real life.
Blake was then pictured placing a hand on Ryan's cheek and said, "Kiss me one more time," which then he did, shared a kiss, and then he got up to do the speech. So,
And definitely not Justin Baldoni. But that's not all. Marvel warned that if they handed over the requested files, emails, notes, character design ideas, it could leak classified plans for future MCU storylines. Story arcs, crossovers, maybe even new cast members, things that haven't even been teased to fans yet. Their tone, less cooperative studio, more, this is above your pay grade. But Baldoni's legal team wasn't buying it. In a scathing follow-up, they accused Marvel of stonewalling. According to court records, they even offered to narrow the subpoena to just Ryan's input in communications, mentioning Baldoni. Marvel allegedly cut the phone call short and refused to discuss it further. And now, Marvel looks like they're protecting Ryan, not just their franchise. Public reaction was swift. Fans on social media accused the studio of choosing celebrity loyalty over transparency. Imagine risking your billion-dollar universe to cover for a man-bun joke, one viral post read. Even longtime Marvel loyalists are getting nervous. What else are they hiding? What's really in those emails? And why is a character who died on screen suddenly so untouchable? Coming up, the ripple effect, how this mess is starting to shake Ryan's real-life brand, friendships, and future deals. This wasn't supposed to happen. Ryan Reynolds built his image as Hollywood's lovable smartass.
Deadpool and Wolverine features a number of different versions of the Deadpool character, including Lady Deadpool, Dog Pool, Kid Pool, Head Pool, Nice Pool. The Wayfarer parties make brief reference to Nice Pool in their first amended complaint. Specifically, they allege that Reynolds and Lively continued to leave breadcrumbs in the campaign for mocking and bullying defendant Justin Baldoni by including Nice Pool.
The guy who could make fun of anything and still land brand deals, bromances, and billion-dollar franchises. But now, that golden reputation is showing cracks. Fast. Let's start with the brand side. Two eco-focused startups that were reportedly in talks with Ryan's venture firm have suddenly paused their partnerships. No official statements, no drama, just silence. And in PR speak, that's louder than a press release. The issue? Those viral TikToks comparing Ryan's jet-setting PR tour to his United Nations climate speech. Audiences don't forget, especially when you promise carbon-neutral action and rack up transatlantic flights in the same week. Then there's the Marvel mess. By refusing to hand over Nice Pool documents, the studio now looks like it's shielding Ryan from consequences, something fans aren't exactly cheering for. The optics are bad, the loyalty looks forced, and some Marvel insiders are reportedly getting nervous. Even Ryan's famous friendships are under the spotlight. Tabloid sources claim Hugh Jackman, his longtime romantic partner and co-star in Deadpool and Wolverine, has grown increasingly cautious about being publicly associated with the couple. One Australian outlet went as far as to say Hugh is distancing himself quietly. Is it true? Maybe, maybe not. But perception is king. And right now, Ryan and Blake are being perceived as the problem. Blake's latest charity appearance didn't help either. She cracked a joke about Ryan being supportive until the facts roll in. It landed awkwardly. Some laughed, most winced. The line came off less playful, more bitter. What we're seeing isn't just a PR misstep.
As a vicious caricature of Baldoni, and that scenes with Nice Pool were intended to be a transparent and mocking portrayal of Reynolds' warped perception of Baldoni. The subpoena calls for the production of all documents and communications concerning the creation, development, modification, or portrayal of the character Nice Pool from Deadpool Wolverine.
It's a slow unraveling, a vibe shift. The couple who once had the internet in the palm of their hand is now walking a very public tightrope, and everyone's watching to see if they fall. But with a court date locked in and Marvel still under fire, the biggest twist is still to come. Circle the date, March 16th, 2026. That's when jury selection is set to begin for one of the most anticipated and potentially explosive celebrity trials in years. What started as a behind-the-scenes fallout on a movie set has snowballed into a $400 million legal war involving Marvel Studios, viral lip readers, red carpet strategy breakdowns, and reputations that were once untouchable. As of now, Justin Baldoni's legal team shows no signs of backing down. They've made it clear they want the truth, and they're willing to drag Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, and even Disney's most guarded IP into court to get it. And unless a secret settlement swoops in at the 11th hour, this trial is going public. And here's the real kicker. The subpoenas are just the beginning. Court filings suggest depositions could include A-list producers, Marvel executives, and even fellow actors, turning this into a full-scale Hollywood reckoning. Legal analysts are calling it the most symbolic celebrity trial since Depp v. Heard, but with even more corporate risk. If Baldoni's team proves that Nice Pool was created with actual malice, it could cost Reynolds and Marvel far more than just money. We're talking potential career fallout, lost deals, and damage to the Deadpool franchise itself. But if Blake and Ryan win in court...
It also calls for the production of all documents, communications concerning Baldoni. Marvel further understands from a notice provided by Reynolds that the RFPs call for Nice Pool-related documents from Reynolds. The documents at issue are irrelevant to the resolution of the claims asserted in this case.
They still risk losing in the court of public opinion, because for many fans, this isn't just about who's right or wrong. It's about trust, authenticity, credibility, and the growing suspicion that maybe, just maybe, the couple we all thought were goals were just another brand strategy. Meanwhile, Marvel is stuck in the middle. If they keep fighting the subpoena, it looks like a cover-up. If they give in, they risk revealing how deeply their storytelling is tied to their stars' personal lives. And that's a dangerous game, so buckle up. The next 11 months won't just be about movie releases and Met Gala gowns. They'll be about depositions, sealed documents, and public narratives rewritten in real time. And when that courtroom door finally opens, Hollywood won't be the only thing watching. So will the world. In just a matter of months, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds went from being Hollywood's most adored couple to the center of a media circus where every kiss is questioned, every flight is tracked, and every smile feels like strategy. Their PDA-packed tour was supposed to project love, unity, and control. Instead, it exposed cracks in the foundation, the staged affection, the climate hypocrisy, the emotional speeches timed a little too perfectly. And behind it all, a ticking legal time bomb. Marvel Studios, known for controlling narratives tighter than any franchise in film history, is now knee-deep in subpoenas, legal motions, and a character named Nice Pool that might have just cost them their clean image. A character that was supposed to be a throwaway gag now threatens to become evidence in a $400 million courtroom battle. Justin Baldoni isn't playing by Hollywood's rules. He's not posting cryptic quotes or hiding behind a PR team. He's moving with legal precision. And if he wins, even partially, it could redefine what character defamation looks like in the age of IP-driven entertainment and influencer couples. The scary part? No matter who wins the legal war, someone's reputation isn't making it out of this clean. Blake, Ryan, Marvel, maybe even all three. Because this isn't just a lawsuit anymore. It's a moment, a mirror, a plot twist in the middle of a real-life blockbuster where fans are no longer passive viewers. They're the critics, the analysts, the jury. So the next time you see a red carpet kiss or a teary-eyed speech, ask yourself, are you watching a love story or a script? If you made it this far, hit that like. Drop your hot take in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because with the court date approaching and Marvel scrambling, this drama is far from over.